Have you guys ever wanted to get your makeup done by a real makeup artist? I am so excited. Today I am bringing you a wonderful makeup artist. She is amazingly talented and there is never a dull moment when she is around. Blair Berndes is in my house doing my makeup today. Yes. I'm so excited. Yes. Meet Blair. I'm going to put all of her information on how you can follow her in the description box below, along with all the makeup that she has used on me today. So Blair, tell me about your inspiration behind my look today.
So I saw this look at Paris Fashion Week. It was done by one of my favorite makeup artists, Charlotte Tilbury. And it was just kind of like a soft goddessy look. It was meant for spring, but how I like to play it is I kind of amped it up, made the pigment a little stronger, and so you could honestly wear it for holiday or just any day look. So it's a brown smoky eye with lots of highlighting and soft pink tones for just the lips and the cheeks.
And I think it makes a good transition into fall. It does. Yes. So as you guys can see, this was the picture that was the inspiration behind the look. And as you can see, and we'll get some closer shots too, that Blair, exactly what she said, amped it up, made it a little bit more smoky and darker, and I love the look. So if you guys want to see how to do this, plus some really, really great tips from Blair, she is an amazingly talented makeup artist. You can see all of her work on her Instagram, and she's constantly posting all of her pictures on there, which is the best way to follow her. And we'll put all of her information about how you can contact her as well. So if you live in the South Bay or anywhere in Los Angeles, we'll get her information to you and she can do your makeup as well. And she's gonna show you today how to get this look at home. And we're gonna share all those products as well.
Love it.
Stick around and watch how to get this look.
Yay, thanks guys.
All right, so we have started one eye, and Blair's going to show us how to do this on this eye.
It's crazy how different it looks.
It is.
Well, look at how much open your eye looks.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to actually start with Nars Smudge Proof Primer. This is my all-time favorite, you guys.
I've never tried this one.
It literally will last you all day. Next, I'm using Chilled on Ice Pro Longwear Paint Pot by MAC. I already have a little bit on my hand right there. It's that color. It's kind of like a gold, sheeny, sparkly color.
I love this.
And what this is just gonna do is it's gonna give kind of a reflective base. Because I really, even though you guys can see that it is a little bit of a dark look, I actually use light browns, but it looks a little darker because it's smokier. This will still have a little bit of light underneath it, so it won't be too dark. One of my favorite products, it's called Amber Haze, Charlotte Tilbury. It's a little eyeshadow stick. It's amazing.
An eyeshadow stick?
Yes, so I put that
on your hand?
On my hand with a MAC 217 brush. It doesn't look like a MAC 217 because I've literally deformed it. But you just you can either put it straight on the eyelid and then use this brush to kind of blend it in. I just put it on my hand and I'm using a brush. The one thing you have to remember about this product though is that it dries really quickly. So what I'm going to do, I'm just taking kind of like a matte nude color because since that did have a little bit of sparkle on it, the MAC paint pot, I just want it to be just a little more matte looking right there. So I just put a little nude color on her. From the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow collection, I'm using Smoke by Golden Goddess. And again, it's literally the exact same color as the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow stick. And I'm just putting that over to deepen the color.
And what, is it the same brush?
So no, this is a MAC 239 brush. It's my favorite brush for the lid. So I'm tapping it in, I'm not going side to side. Because again, even though this isn't a super dark look, I don't want it to fall underneath the eyes. And I want the pigment to look strong. So now with what a 217 brush should look like from MAC, it's clean. I'm literally just now blending that product into the crease. So there's nothing on here, you guys, and I'm literally just going back and forth to diffuse that line. So now I'm actually gonna use kind of like a taupey color. It's from Becca. Okay, this is what it looks like. I'm using that third color, the middle, yep. So that's gonna go in her crease. That's just to kind of blend everything seamlessly together. Seriously, I cannot emphasize blending enough. And it's kind of a little bit of a circular and then a windshield wiper movement. And I'm not going past, there's her brow bone, I'm not going past that point. So I'm just bringing it kind of almost like out to a V. So if her bottom lash line were to continue up, that's where I want it to go to. That's where the eyeshadow is going to stop, because I kind of am trying to like make her look a little seductive, trying to draw her eyes out, which is why this eye looks so big. So now I'm going to use eyeliner, you guys. I'm using Brown Pro Longwear from Dior. It's literally one of my favorites.
Fancy.
So you're just going to go as close to that lash line as possible, you guys. I can't emphasize this enough. I hate it when I see holes in your eye from where you put your eyeliner to where your lash line is. And again, I'm making this line not that perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the MAC pencil brush 219. And we're just going to blend that. So it's not that straight of a line. Again, you at home can just lift your skin a little bit just to get right in there, right at that lash line. And I'm literally bringing it up.
I think most people don't know that you blend with a brush with the eyeliner. Yes.
So the reason I did that is so that it gets that smoky effect. I don't want harsh lines.
Okay.
So I want to give you a little bit more of a flick. A flick. Okay, so I put a little bit more eyeliner just right here because I just want a little bit more of a flick. So when she opens, it's a little bit more elongated, and I'll clean up under there just a little bit. It lifts the eyes, you guys, and that's what we want. And we are gonna take that eyeshadow stick from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm using that pencil brush that I used to blend the eyeliner. And I'm just gonna kind of connect that line where the eyeliner is. And I'm just blending it across her bottom lash line as close to the lash line as possible. This is a little tricky part for Maria. So I'm gonna go in her waterline, right? But I'm not using an eyeshadow. I'm using the eyeshadow stick.
The eyeshadow stick.
As weird as that sounds, right? Because it's got an amber color, so it will still bring a little bit of depth, but it won't be too dark.
I did better this time.
Yes, you did better this time.
I'm a terrible client.
So it's literally, it just kind of brings the eye in a little bit more, but without being too dark in that waterline. So now I'm using Chanel Intense Eye Pencil in Noir, just the black, and I'm just gonna get really close to her lash line. Because with the brown eyeliner, what I did is I smudged it all. This is gonna be the tiniest little line right up against her lash line. And this is just gonna give her eye a little bit more definition. So if you can see, just a little line is left there. And I'm not gonna go all the way up like I did with the liner. I just want that part of her eye. And then look up for me. I'm just gonna do just a tiny bit here to accentuate the outer corners of your eyes. Just to get a little pop in the middle of her eye, I'm using Woodwinked. I'm literally just dabbing it in the center of her eyelid. So if you can see how I already put it on that, it's literally just giving it a pop. So now L'Oreal Luminous mascara is the best.
Really? And it's not expensive either.
And it's like literally $7. One of the keys to doing mascara, you guys, is making sure that you wait at least 15 seconds in between each layer. The key to that is because it leaves it a little sticky when you put that second layer. If you put both layers on at the same time, they're gonna look wet. And they're all gonna clump together to one. I'm putting all that glitters from MAC. Look up for me, Maria. I'm gonna put it right there. right in the inner corners of her eye because I just want a little bit more pop. Little bit more pop. So we just put it right in there. That's just gonna give it a little bit of more sheen, more pretty. So now I'm just gonna go underneath her eyes. This is just like a Bobbi Brown eye blender brush. And I'm just gonna make sure that if anything did fall, I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. Now we're gonna start with a little bit of a highlight. I'm using this kind of creamy color from MAC, and I just put it on my hand right there, and I'm just gonna put it on her cheekbones. I'm gonna have you turn a little bit for me, and I'm literally, I'm literally dabbing it in.
Stop it.
I know, isn't it so pretty?
I love.
So I'm literally just dabbing it in, so it just is gonna give her a little bit of a glow. So now we're gonna do it on the other side. Seriously, guys, just dab, 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 dab. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm actually gonna bring it up just a tiny bit, almost right on that brow bone. Just so it kind of reflects all right there. I'm putting a little bit on the nose and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. So now I'm gonna set Maria, you guys. We did put a little highlighter on, and it was cream, which is why I did it before I'm setting her face.
So by setting the face, what do you mean by that?
So I'm gonna take this brush. So it's, when you set the face, you don't want a brush that's going to be too fluffy. So this is pretty condensed, I would say, and I'm going to go on your T-zone area.
So that just sets the makeup and prevents it from your oil letting it, like it, streaky.
Exactly.
Okay.
Never brush over the face because that's
dab.
Just dab.
Okay.
Because then that's going to move around the foundation that we just spent time doing.
Okay.
So it's okay that I just went over the nose and the Cupid's bow because the sheen is still under there. I don't want it to be super strong there. The place I don't mind it being strong is here.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not going back over there.
Okay. So you don't need to, you're not going to set that area?
No.
Okay.
Because I want it to stay glowy. I'm going to use Hula from Benefit. Love this color.
Hula.
And Charlotte Tilbury contour brush. Love this.
So it's a contour brush.
Yes. So let's pretend that your ear was going to be extended. That's where you want to start it. You don't want to make it down here, second. You don't want it down here. You want it up here. Who wants their cheekbone way down there? No one. You're literally going to start at the top of the ear and little motion. And you're kind of going to do it up in like a little V shape. So if you can see a little bit there and a little bit there. You don't have to do this, but I sometimes like to connect it kind of to the top of the forehead. I want to give, since it's like a little bit of a smoky look for Maria, I kind of want to give her a little bit of a bronze on her face. So that's just, and it kind of makes the center of the face pop a little bit more. And then a little bit here. Maria's got a strong jawline, but I like it. Okay, so I'm going to do one more powder contour, or highlighter, sorry. One more powder highlighter on Maria. It's Tom Ford.
Ooh, fancy.
It's so good, I can't even stand it. It is the illuminating duo in number 1, Mood Light. Okay, so now my new favorite blush looks like this from MAC. It's a mineralized blush. It's dainty.
Dainty.
Okay, it's just so beautiful on. So yes, so I usually say smile with your mouth closed. And we're just going to go right on the apples of the cheek, and we're kind of going to go out. A Buki Nars blush brush.
Oh, that's really cool.
I literally swear by it. It just makes the blush so natural. And I'm going to bring it just a little up, not too much. So again, just a little bit of blush on her, just to kind of get that pop.
Woo! The brow tutorial, we're going to put the link in for the video below. Blair has tons of information about brows and how to actually fill them in, so we needed to do a separate video for it. So that will be in the description box below, so make sure you check that one out too. Woo!
So this is the look.